Journal of Rex Chance, dated June 8, 1937. For years, I thought my father was dead. Dr. Eric Chanikoff, the infamous scientist who disappeared almost 30 years ago after being exiled from the scientific community. All I knew of him is what a handful of old newspaper clippings told me, and that's never been enough. Until today, when I received a letter that turned my world upside down. My son, at last I found you. I've been on these islands for years, working in exile, to protect both you and myself. But I'm growing old. I'm sure I have many years left, but I don't want to take any chances. I want to look on the face of my son before it's too late. Upton Julius, the man who saved my life, and has been my confidant all these years, found you at my request. I want you to know the truth. Your father, Dr. Eric Chanikoff. Follow the coordinates provided to a small and frigid little rock in the southern region of the Isla Variadas island chain, a stretch of virtually unknown islands nearly 1,000 miles long, lost in the vastness of the South Pacific, and owned by the wealthy industrialist Upton Julius. The building had been deserted. There were no signs of my father.
Rather beautiful, aren't they? They're products of the Sigma technology, the perfect blending of two separate animals. Far superior to anything you'd find in nature.
Interesting, pets. Look, I'm obviously in the wrong place. I'm looking for a man.
Yes, you're here to find Dr. Chanikoff, your long-lost father.
What's going on here? Who are you?
Upton Julius at your service.
Upton Julius? Aren't you a friend of my father? Where is he?
You should be more concerned about yourself, Mr. Chan.
I've got no quarrel with you, so you can call off your crossbreeds.
crossbreeds. So narrow-minded, the Sigma technology does far more than crossbreed. It combines fears, Mr. Chance, compounds terrors. A fact you'll understand soon enough. Collect him! He must be alive, but he needn't be intact.
Easy. Stay back.
Get on!
Get him! Get him!
Hurry! I'm out of darts!
Ah! Dr. Willing, you'll pay for your interference and betrayal, and I will capture Mr. Chance, regardless!
I don't know who you are, miss, but thanks.
I'm Dr. Lucy Willing, a friend and colleague of your father.
You know my father? Where is he?
Yes,
What was that?
Damn it! The fans have overheated. We must have blown a rotor.
What can I do?
Just hold on!
Was that a typical landing?
Don't start with me, Mr. Chance. Oh, my lab! It's going to take forever to get all this damage repaired.
I'm sorry to be so much trouble, but I need to know what's going on here.
I can explain everything, but first I need your help if we're going to survive.
You saved my skin. I'll be happy to help any way I can.
I'll need some time to repair the lab so we can get off this island, but Upton's goons will be looking for us. There's a village not too far from here. They've no love for Julius and his men, and may offer to help us. Also, check the immediate area for animals, and use your dart rifle to collect a genetic sample from them. We can use those samples to put together some creatures to defend ourselves. Grab the dart gun and radio, and let's get to work.
We got no objectives.
We have to build creatures? You mean like those marked me?
Combined creatures are a scientific marvel, hardly monsters.
Big claws, poison tail, giant pincers? I don't have a dictionary handy, but monsters seems appropriate.
Objective done. Great work.
Hello!
What do you want?
You speak English. Great. Me, friend. Me need help.
You don't say.
Our magical, flying machine has broken.
You mean that hover train your lady friend has been hiding here for the last week? We've been meaning to talk to you about that. Ever since she's shown up, it's caused us nothing but grief. 2 men are looking for her. They're sending crazy beasts. They smash our igloos and eat our sled dogs. We had to build a fire in the pass just to keep the animals back and stay alive. But we're running out of wood. There's a big beast up near our temple that's developed a real taste for sled dogs. And we're all out of sled dogs. Say, why don't you help us out and get out of here?
Believe me, we're trying. Listen, you mentioned 2 men looking for the lady I'm with. If I help you fight off those animals, will you tell me what you know about them?
I guess so. But hurry, we don't have much time.
Creatures are dealt with. Tell me what you know about those men.
All right, they're on the next island over. The water between the 2 islands freezes most nights, which is when they send their creatures.
So we can probably expect some company by morning. Lucy, can we get the repairs done by then?
Yes, but we don't have enough fuel to get the lab off the ground.
Fuel? There's plenty of fuel on the other island.
Great. Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye now. Anything to get rid of you troublesome people.
From the Journal of Rex Chance, June 13th, 1937. It's only been a day since I've arrived on the island, but it feels like a week. I haven't slept at all, but somehow I'm not feeling tired. Lucy and I have been working around the clock trying to repair the hovercraft. This thing is practically held together with chewing gum and baling wire, with each repair causing 2 more problems. But our biggest issue is fuel. There's a depot on the next island, but it's also a fairly obvious place for us to walk into an ambush.
We're looking for a man and a woman traveling in a big flying train.
A flying train? You're kidding, right?
Have you ever known me, kid? I'm dead serious. Find them, or else.
There's the fuel depot.
It should be easy to get there. The ice has bridged the strait.
I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
What do you mean?
Look, that's gonna mean trouble. Back to the lab. Pick up your feet.
I got scares.
Oh, do you ever?
Charming. This'll keep us flying for a while.
I done good then?
Yeah. Look, I've got a proposition for you.
Geez, I'm flattered, Mr. Chance, but I don't, I ain't into, you know.
Oh, look, friend, it's nothing like that. You seem like a competent guy. How would you like to work for us?
I don't like Julius one bit, but if I work for you, he'll send Whitey after me.
What's a whitey?
He's referring to Whitey Hooten, Julius's head thug who keeps all the men in line. Most of them hate Julius, but do what he says because they're afraid of the consequences.
Listen, buddy. If you help us out, I promise I'll protect you.
They'd probably kill me for failing to capture you anyway, so, okay. I'll help you. There's a building over at the base that you might want to look at. It makes the beasts extra tough, and we were sending them over to torment them villages real bad. I feel awful about it too, but I'm a changed man.
Hold on!
Set down somewhere closer to the enemy base. Lucy, we're not quite done here yet. Let's locate this structure and clear those islands once and for all.
I don't think it's a good idea to stick around, Rex.
Objection noted. But I don't want Whitey's goons attacking the village the moment we leave, and I'm gonna need you to look at this structure. The henchmen can gather the coal, and we'll go spoil Whitey's fun.
I should have stayed in school. I'm tired of chipping coal.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, pal.
You can recruit more of us from the lab, but we don't work for free. It's gonna cost you. Nope.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Where to?
I'm here for my father. So let's head back to his lab and see what we can find.
Julius's men are sure to look for us there.
I'm betting on it, Lucy.
Where are you, boys? Hello? You? Oh, if you're dead, I'm gonna kill yous.
From the Research Diary of Dr. Lucy Willing, June 15th, 1937. Case Profile, Whitey Hooten. According to my charts, we're entering the territory of Whitey Hooten, one of Julius's right-hand men. He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but his brute strength and quick temper make a big impression on the men, keeping them in line and on schedule with Julius's plans. It doesn't hurt that he's practically a legend in these parts. He's famous for being a notorious whaler, chasing down the great white whale across the South Seas. I've heard stories of him breaking pack ice just by yelling at it, and catching whales with his bare hands. These can hardly be believed, but that doesn't make him any less dangerous. I don't know, Mr. Chance. Coming back to Dr. Chanakov's lab seems really dangerous to me.
My father might have escaped Julius's attack. He might still be alive somewhere on this island.
After 3 days in the bitter cold?
Don't you think we owe it to him to at least try?
I'm sorry. You're right. Even if we don't find him, we might get some clues about what happened to him.
Look, there's a village. Set her down.
Welcome. The drum messages said you might be coming, and that you can be trusted.
Drums? We've been flying for hours. How the heck could you hear them?
They're really big drums. Huge. The latest models.
I see. I'm looking for my father. He used to work on this island.
Your father, huh? Was he the tall, white-haired fellow with the glasses, lived in the big concrete building?
I think so. Although I haven't seen him in many, many years.
He disappeared when the short man and the big man showed up a few days ago. If you go looking for him, be careful. The big white bear has 2 structures with powerful magic that many monsters come out of. Many of our people have been badly hurt.
Maybe I can help you out. I've had about enough of seeing innocent people get hurt.
Rex, I don't know if we have time for this.
We'll make time, Lucy.
Great. We'll send a scout out to lead your way.
New objective, boss.
It looks like we might get into a fight. So we'd better start building up a base and some creatures right away. And we're also gonna need coal and more henchmen.
And we're going to need more electricity, too.
Your men are beaten. The gig's up, Hooten. Tell me where my father is or I'm coming for you next.
Is that all you want? Long lost daddy? Well, I'll tell you where he is, all right. But you'll need a shovel if you want to seize him. He's buried nearby.
Shut that radio off.
What now, Rex?
Take me to Whitey Hooten. From the Journal of Rex Chance, June 15th, 1937. Had a strange dream last night, incredibly vivid. Could have sworn I was there, running through the woods. Everywhere I looked, I saw what I expected to see, only not in the way I expected to see it. It felt as though I could sense everything, down to the tiniest blade of grass. I was aware of everything, including an overwhelming sadness.
And, they seem to have a lot of animals, boss. Maybe we ought to call Mr. Julius.
And since when have we been worried about a couple of animals? We'll beat it from one side of this iceberg to the other, and we'll enjoy it to boot. Understood?
Sure, boss. I was just thinking.
Thinking? Ha! That's a laugh. Tell the rest of those fools to be on the lookout.
Yes, boys.
And get that blasted generator fixed, and bring me my bleeding coffee!
Whitey Hooten's base is on this island.
How do you know?
You don't work for Julius for 5 years without learning a few things.
Work for him? You never told me you worked for Julius.
You never asked. Your father and I both worked for him. He wasn't always a bad guy, Rex. Your father said that Julius saved his life once.
You had no idea all this was going on. Hey, good people don't turn bad overnight, Lucy.
Our excitement over the Sigma technology blinded us to Julius's true nature. I think deep down we always knew something was up, but we just didn't expect it to go as high as Julius. That's why your father sent you that letter.
Unfortunately, he sent it too late.
For Dr. Chanakov, yes. But maybe we can set things right by putting a stop to Julius before he hurts anyone else. Sigma was the pinnacle of your father's career. I know he wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands.
Then if nothing else, I owe it to him. The Sigma technology's too powerful to remain in the hands of people like Whitey Hooten and Upton Julius.
Your woman is very pretty. Is she for sale?
Thanks. What are you offering?
Rex Chance, how dare you?
I mean, sorry. She's not for sale. We're here to find Whitey Hooten.
You are so dead.
I don't think he likes our chances.
We better get to work then. Whitey might have some new technology on his island. We should try to capture some of it.
You rotten, cheating scoundrels! You ruined my ship!
I guess that's the end of Whitey Hooten.
Upton Julius transmitting to the Lake on repaired. We have lost all contact with Whitey Hooten.
I know you must be overwhelmed with grief, given your affections for him, but if you can manage to pull yourself together, I have a job for you. I need you to capture Chanakov's son. He will be coming from the south and has that upstart Dr. Willing with him. Do not underestimate him. He has proven himself to be quite resourceful. He must be captured. He is the key to everything.
So, is this Julius's island?
Oh no, it's not that simple, Rex. This series of islands is over 1,000 miles long, way too far for the lab to travel in a single trip. We'll need to make a lot of stops for repairs and supplies.
Okay, where do we... Hang on. I think we're gonna have some company.
Belika Pet!
Oh, Lucy, you naughty girl, bringing an handsome guest unannounced. Oh, never mind. We will have you both for dinner anyways.
Why don't you come down here and I'll cook your goose?
Lucy. Oh, but where are my manners? I should go light the way for you.
Are you cooking something, Lucy? I swear I smell barbecue.
I didn't want to say anything before, Rex, but all I smell is you. What's going on here?
Fire! Fire! Our village will be destroyed!
Fire? Fire! Looks like Lepet was serious about having us for dinner.
Rex, the fire's going to get here in a matter of minutes. We don't have time to power the lab back up. You'll have to find a way to put it out.
Okay, I'll go to the village and see if I can't round us up a bucket brigade.
New objective, boss.
Well, my dears, it has been a lovely soiree, but I must fly away.
The Wicked Witch gets away again.
Sure would be handy to have one of those little flying machines for ourselves. If we follow her, we might be able to, acquire it.
Excellent idea, Rex. From the Research Diary of Dr. Lucy Willing, June 17th, 1937. Dr. Chernikov's death has finally sunk in. I can't believe he's gone. He was like a father to me. It seems like ages since all this started, and that makes sense. Coming to these islands felt like the beginning of a new life. Since then, the Sigma Project has become everything to me, and Dr. Chernikov even indicated that he thought I would be able to continue his work after he passed. I hoped that day would never come. He was a kind and brilliant man. Rex never knew him and didn't know what he missed. This seems to have taken a heavy toll on him. He's a guarded man who's had a hard life, yet I see a lot of his father in him. Any particular reason you wanted me to land at the foot of a volcano?
Velika won't look for us here.
Because we'd have to be crazy to set down in the path of molten lava.
Exactly.
Rex Chance, you will be the death of me. If any of my equipment gets damaged...
Nothing's gonna get damaged, so just you relax. See that? In the distance. More of those flying machines Velika was using. She must manufacture them here. We should be able to procure one from her. I'm gonna go exploring.
Make sure you direct some henchmen to prepare our base in case we get attacked.
New objective, boss.
There's a penalty for being a traitor where I come from. Death.
You always were a sore loser, Lepet.
Oh, Monsieur Chance, are you still carrying that old baggage? Why don't you pay me a visit? And we'll have much more fun without her.
I'd rather hug a porcupine combined with a wolverine.
No, believe me, Monsieur Chance, it can be arranged. Goodbye.
Huh. Idle threat.
Velika is not really the kind of woman to make idle threats, Rex. Maybe we should prepare for a fight.
We got what we came for, Lucy. Get the generators fired up. Let's move on.
Now, Monsieur Chance, I will show you the wrath of a woman scorned!
My lab. This damage will take me forever to fix. I'm really starting to run low on baling wire now.
We're gonna have to take out our base here so we can safely move on.
Jeez Louise, you think so? Why couldn't you have figured that out sooner? Darn you, Rex. I told you this would happen.
Nobody likes an I told you so, Lucy.
We got new objective.
We surrender!
Hey, look, fella. I appreciate the surrender and all, but we got no quarrel with you. Velika Lepet is the one we're after.
She is a bad, bad lady. She's been kidnapping our people. My brother, who lives on a nearby island, hasn't been heard from for months.
Why would Velika want to kidnap villagers?
Whatever the reason, you can be sure she's up to no good.
Right. Listen, buddy. Where exactly is your brother's island?
From the Research Diary of Dr. Lucy Willing, June 18th, 1937. Case profile, Velika Lepet.
Velika is from an old wealthy Parisian family. Somehow they avoided the guillotine during the revolution and survived to spawn a whole brood of nasty little aristocrats just like her. She's got a taste for fashion like a lion has a taste for meat, using combined animals to create new kinds of furs to sell to her high society friends. She and Julius get along grandly. I think he wants her for her less tangible abilities. Along the way, they found that their visions were complementary. Julius wants to take over the world, and Velika wants to take over Julius.
This island is teeming with wildlife, Rex. It will be an excellent place for us to expand our library of genetic stock.
Don't forget, Lucy, we're here on a rescue mission. We've got to find out what Velika's doing kidnapping villagers. Saving them has to be our top priority.
Of course, Rex. But there's no reason we shouldn't benefit along the way. We're going to need better animals if we're going to stand up to Julius. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Agreed. Let's scout the local area. This place hasn't seen a soul in weeks.
It looks like they left in a hurry, and I don't think it was by choice.
Please, help us! The evil Sky Witch keeps stealing our people!
Evil Sky Witch? Sound like anyone we know, Lucy?
Velika Lepet. Rex, I want to help these villagers as much as you, but we need to collect some more powerful creatures first.
You will not help us? Then you will not use any of our island creatures. Go! Creatures of the island, go!
Rex, the animals are all running away. We won't be able to collect them.
There. The creatures will not return until I call them. So if you want more creatures, first you must save my people.
You manipulative, no-good little creep.
Easy, Lucy. Look, fella. We'll be happy to help you out.
You're still going to help him after what he just pulled?
Well, that is what we came here to do. Besides, he's holding all the cards. It looks like we do need those creatures after all. Now, where did the evil Sky Witch take your people?
She has locked them up near our great temple.
Sacre bleu! What has happened here? This won't do. This won't do at all! You!
Me?
Yes, you stay here and find out what happened.
Hey, where you guys going?
The bloodthirsty savages who did this are probably still here. I need to be where it is safe.
Bloodthirsty savages?
You should be more worried about me.
Huh? I don't want any trouble.
Then tell me why Velika's been kidnapping villagers.
She wants them for her experiments with the Sigma technology.
That's horrible. The Sigma technology isn't supposed to even work on humans.
Lucy, I've had just about enough of Velika Lepet.
What do you have in mind?
We have to put a stop to what she's doing here. If we don't take care of her now, once and for all, I'm sure she's gonna harass us all the way until we reach Julius. Get the lab prepped. We're taking the fight to her. From the Journal of Rex Chance, June 19th, 1937. It's been over a week since I first arrived on these islands. It hasn't exactly been a tropical vacation, but I feel I'm holding up well. In some ways, I feel more alive than ever. I've always excelled under pressure, and all this combat has honed my senses to a fine edge. I just don't remember feeling this aggressive before. Now, time to get my head out of the clouds and back to the task at hand. Velika Lepet now stands directly in our way, which means we're gonna have to do some good old-fashioned shoving to get her to step aside.
Rex Chance and his little strumpet are sure to come after me. I'll send those two bumbling brothers after them.
We're here, boss, just like you's ordered.
We are going to have visitors. Prepare your creatures for a fight. I'm sending out the scouts. Fly, my pretties, fly!
To the best of my knowledge, this island is where Velika has set up base.
Good. It's about time we paid her a visit and told her how much we appreciate the hospitality she's shown us.
Rex, stop that bird!
Good job. By the looks of it, that was one of Velika's scouts. It'll be a while before they realize that one's missing, but she's sure to have more.
We need time to set up the base. Keep a lookout for more scouts, and if you spot one, take it out before it has a chance to alert Velika.
Okay. How?
Use your dart gun on anything that flies, silly. Now, let's set up base.
No.
This is terrible. I must get away. My gorgeous wardrobe, my furs! They'll pay for this! This isn't possible!
Gravity 1, Velika 0. Hey, what gives? We won.
I never expected to see the technology misused like this. We've got to stop the rest of them.
Slow down, sister. The villages are safe. Velika's grounded. Why don't we enjoy the sunset together?
Transmitting to all bases.
Be on the lookout for two individuals, a man and a woman, traveling in an early prototype mobile lab. They are Rex Chance and Dr. Willing, and they must be captured alive. Do not interfere with their passage. I have a special surprise waiting for them on Isla Proclusus.
This is a pretty desolate-looking place.
This is Isla Proclusus, a hot and arid hunk of rock. Luckily, we don't need to stop here, as there's nothing of interest.
This doesn't feel right. Steer clear of this whole island, Lucy.
Whatever for, Rex. I think you're starting to get jumpy.
What's that? We've been hit! We're going down!
Lucy, are you okay? Count your legs and arms.
I'm fine, but the lab is a wreck. I'm going to need some time to replace all the fuses. We're sitting ducks.
That was a well-planned attack. This has to be the work of Upton Julius.
I'll get started on the repairs. In the meantime, you watch my back.
My favorite job.
Excuse me?
Nothing.
I think I found the problem, Rex. Wait a second. This isn't possible.
What?
The primary fuses for the combiner relays are completely shot.
So?
Without those relays, we shouldn't be able to control any animals.
You must have made a mistake, Lucy. I've been controlling the animals just fine.
It's no mistake, Rex. The lab isn't controlling the animals. Somehow you are controlling them directly. Rex, I don't know how this is possible.
Me either. But let's not look a gift horse in the mouth, Lucy. We need to get out of here. Is the lab ready?
It's ready.
Then let's go. Great. Whoever attacked us will have no idea we've changed locations. We should be able to locate their base and take them out.
Why don't we just leave?
Because it could be Julius. We can't take a chance on letting him escape.
If it is Julius, you can bet that he's brought some powerful creatures that require a lot.
Don't think that this is over, Mr. Chance.
No, I don't, Julius. Not by a long shot.
Rex, we still don't know how you're controlling the animals.
There's no time, Lucy. After him. From the Journal of Rex Chance, June 25th, 1937. I had another strange dream last night. A deafening blast, knocking me to the ground. Catastrophic destruction. Trees flattened for miles. Someone lying in the snow. My father running to them. Something horrible has happened somewhere in my past. This Sigma thing is at the heart of it. I needed to stop Julius, but once this whole ordeal is over, this technology must be destroyed. It's too much power to remain in the hands of normal men.
Oh, and Mr. Julius, you're back so soon. Have you captured this object?
I have not, but he won't be far behind.
He's coming here? Oh, what about...
Don't worry. I have something special planned for Mr. Chance.
This is the island Julius made off to, I'm sure of it. He calls it Isla Pario.
Pario is Latin for produce, or make, or something like that. Maybe Julius has some kind of production facility set up here.
If so, they'd be in a large, flat area in the center of the island. Let's check it out.
There's definitely some kind of production facility here.
Look at those mobile labs down there. They look like a model more advanced than ours. But I didn't even know Julius was working on a mobile version of the Sigma technology. But what would Julius need with so many labs? It's enough to wage a war.
I think you just answered your own question. Is this the only place Julius could manufacture these things?
He's got to have other factories. He owns a dozen railroads. Reading, B&O, Shortline, a bunch. He could hide the fabrication of these machines all over the world. But why?
Well, we'll have to catch him to find out.
Well, not likely, Mr. Chance. You may be able to defeat one of my bases, but you'll never be able to destroy all the labs that this factory can produce.
Rex, we need to destroy that factory.
I agree, kiddo. But we're also gonna have to take out a few of those labs before they get their roots stuck in too deep. Or we're gonna be up to our back pockets in enemy creatures.
They destroyed my factory!
What are you going to do now, Mr. Julius?
Well, I need you to hold them off, Dr. Ganglion.
But Mr. Julius, I'm a doctor, not a combined creature strategist.
I'll show some backbone, man. Rex Chance may win a battle or two, but you know as well as I that he's already lost the war.
From the Research Diary of Dr. Lucy Willing, June 26, 1937. Case profile, Dr. Otis Ganglion. Ganglion is a veterinarian, but not out of any love for animals. He developed a bit of a name for himself, creating all kinds of strange animal hoaxes that he peddled to freak shows across America. Somehow, he managed the development of some specialized antitoxins and healing agents, and the poor things actually survived his meddling. Julius brought him on about a year ago. I wasn't sure why, but now I am. He needed someone sick enough to do the unethical kinds of experiments that Dr. Chenikov refused to do.
This island is called Isla Mutatio. Upton's head of research, Dr. Otis Ganglion, runs a center here that could hold some valuable information.
I have a bad feeling about this, Lucy. I haven't told you this, but I've been having strange dreams ever since I got here of a horrible accident. I can't explain it, but I get a sense that the Sigma technology is capable of far more than just combining genetic material. It's dangerous, Lucy. Too dangerous.
What are you saying, Rex?
I'm saying that after we stop Julius, I think we should destroy Sigma.
Destroy Sigma? That's absurd. It could be a great help to mankind. It's my life's work, Rex. It's your father's life's work. How can you even think about destroying it just because of the evil of one man like Julius?
One man is all it takes, Lucy. Who knows what they've cooked up at this research center? We already know that they've tried using the technology on humans.
That's exactly my point, Rex. We don't know. We can't just assume the worst.
Of these people, I think we can. It needs to end, Lucy. Too many people have been hurt already.
It's not true. Ganglion wouldn't have put people through the combiner. I can't allow Rex to destroy Sigma. I've got to prove to him that the people on this island are alive and well.
Lucy, I'm sorry. Lucy? Lucy? What the Sam heck? She can't go out into the desert alone when she knows what kind of creatures could be laying in wait.
New objective, boss.
Taken. All of my people taken. By the man in the white coat.
Where are they now?
Here is where they rest.
What do you mean? Here? There's nobody here but you and all these Oh no. Oh no.
Lucy.
Oh, Rex. Oh my God, what have I done? What was I a part of?
It's not your fault, Lucy.
You were right, Rex. We need to put a stop to this. The experimentations, the research, even Sigma. We need to start with Ganglion.
Lucy, maybe you should calm down first. I don't want you to do something you're gonna regret.
Ganglion took something I created and warped it into something horrible. I'm putting a stop to it. You can either help me or you can get out of my way.
All right, let's go. From the Journal of Rex Chance, June 27th, 1937. This desert heat has taken a heavy toll on the creatures, and on Lucy. Luckily, it doesn't seem to affect me as much. In fact, I feel strangely invigorated by it. I've met all sorts of unsavory characters in my time, but this Dr. Ganglion sounds like a real sick twist. Sounds like we'll be doing the world a favor by taking him off duty. Hope he doesn't mind that it's us making the house call.
Oh, my precious pets. The subject is almost here. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. I will have Mr. Chance on my tables soon. And then all of his secrets will finally be mine. Yes.
Whew. It's a hot one out here.
Hey, at least it's a dry heat. That spineless toad Ganglion loves the desert because it's good for his rheumatism, but I think it's because there's lots of rocks for him to scuttle under. We root him out, destroy his army, and make sure he pays.
You make it sound so easy.
It won't be. Ganglion's knowledge of the Sigma technology is obviously thorough, so don't underestimate him.
Fair enough, but don't let your feelings for revenge cloud your judgment.
Crushed like a bug. Me, the greatest creator of animals since the Almighty. On my back. Oh, morphine. I need morphine.
Come on, get up.
Huh? Me? What?
What should we do with him?
Oh, please. Mercy, please. I'm just a simple scientist.
Without a lab, he's harmless enough. We can use him to...
What is it?
Something's wrong. I can sense it. No! What the hell was that thing?
Please, mercy. That was one of Julius's favorite pets. He called him the king.
All right, you want mercy? Take me to Julius.
No, he'll kill me.
I'll do worse.
Dr. Otis Ganglion, a case study dated June 30th, 1937. Subject, Rex Chance. He is a prime physical specimen with a sharp mind, as to be expected. He shows signs of extremely acute, almost inhuman perceptive abilities. His physical prowess, strength, endurance are far beyond my expectations. I have not seen him sleep in the 2 days I have been with him. Quite impressive. The most amazing thing is that the subject seems to be in denial about the full extent of his abilities. But it is my experience that people tend to cling to an ideal of normalcy, even remarkable people, in order to make their place within this world. This simply won't do. Rex Chance must learn who, or more accurately, what he really is. His reaction to such a revelation would almost merit a separate case study in and of itself. Quick, take the lab through that gate.
Hold on to your Bunsen burner.
Oh, very unfortunate. Going through that gate is the only safe passage to Upton's main island.
Can't we just fly around?
Oh no, Mr. Julius has made quite sure that you can't do that. There is a way to reopen the gate, though. An outpost on the other side of the island holds the gate controls.
Let's get started.
There's one catch.
I don't like catches.
Well, regardless of your preferences, the catch remains. Because of this island's critical location, Julius uses it as a holding pen of sorts for his most powerful creatures. You should prepare yourself.
You mean we should prepare ourselves? I'm sure Julius's creatures will devour you just as readily as they do me.
Oh my. Wait there, Mr. Chance. I'll come pick you up.
No! I don't want you flying the lab.
What's wrong? Don't you trust me? Oh. It is. Eureka! Excellent job, Mr. Chance. I have to say that it is quite a privilege to be able to observe a specimen such as yourself.
Specimen? What are you talking about?
You don't know? Your aptitude for controlling the combined animals, even without the aid of the lab, the various abilities you've manifested, surely you must know by now that you are not normal, Mr. Chance.
Just answer the question, Ganglion. What's going on here? What's happened to me?
I have a letter in my possession that I believe will explain everything.
From the Journal of Rex Chance, July 2nd, 1937. I found the answers I seek in the form of a letter from my father to Upton Julius. To Mr. Julius, dated April 5th, 1937. I have a request of you, but to make it, I feel that first you deserve the truth. After all these years and all you've done, I owe you that much. In 1908, what was reported as a comet flattened thousands of kilometers of trees and set fires that burned for weeks in the Tunguska region of Siberia. This was no comet. It was the birth of the Sigma technology. That fateful night, I participated in the first and the last test of a weapon called the Death Ray, which was developed by a brilliant scientist named Nikola Tesla. Nikola dismantled this weapon afterwards. The results, however, could not be dismantled. The ray caused untold devastation, and somehow brought into existence the original Sigma chamber. I wish I could explain how this occurred, but even after 29 years, I have no solution to this puzzle. The reports say that no one died in the Tunguska event, but that's not true. My darling wife, who you never knew, did not survive. The only other person directly exposed to the blast was my son, Rex. Amazingly, he was untouched, or so we thought. We had observed many flora and fauna mutations at the epicenter of the Tunguska blast, but nothing like what had happened to my son. I have reason to believe he is the very essence of Sigma, a human combined with thousands of elements from his environment, and far superior as a result. As you know, I sentenced myself to a life of exile on these islands to escape the wrath of the Russian government. I could not, however, give my son the same life sentence. I sent him to America with a trusted companion. I wanted him to have a normal existence, which is why I never told you about him. He is special. The only human to ever survive being combined and come out better for it. There's no telling what he is capable of. I want to see him again. Tell him the truth about himself. I want to see how my boy has grown up and beg his forgiveness for what I've done. You have done so much for me, but I'd like to ask one last favor. Please, help me find my son.
So all those dreams I've been having, they were memories of my mother's death and the Tunguska event, as my father calls it. But it doesn't explain why Julius is after me.
Well, I was hoping for the opportunity to study you, but I'm not sure why Julius wants you.
Oh, and I'm supposed to believe he didn't tell you.
After telling you so much, why would I hold such information back?
So why did my father trust Julius with this letter?
He had no reason not to. Your father was a brilliant scientist, but quite buried in his work and unaware of Julius's intentions.
And what exactly are Julius's intentions?
He intends to use the Sigma technology to take over the world.
Take over the world? Why?
Oh, the reasons. He goes on and on. Mostly politics, economics, saving his precious America from the evil clutches of communists and fascists everywhere. Quite dreary subjects, to be honest. I hardly listen.
You sound like one madman complaining about the delusions of another.
Oh, madman? Mr. Chance, you wound me. You may not like me, but I have feelings too, you know.
Oh, you're choking me up over here. So where are we?
Isla Inasnum. Julius uses this island as a dumping ground for failed experiments. It is very likely he is keeping Lucy here.
Why would he send her here?
He always hoped that Lucy could be bent to his way of thinking, allowing him to completely replace Chenikov. But Lucy was too loyal to your father, so Julius gave up. In many ways, I believe he thinks of Lucy as nothing more than a failed experiment herself. Oh, and Mr. Chance, there's one more thing. There is a virus on this island that tends to drive combined creatures mad and then kill them. Since you have been combined, it is likely that you are now infected with the virus.
Why, you little weasel!
don't worry. I think there's an antidote somewhere on the island. I don't believe you have much time, though. Only, say, 15 minutes or so.
We got new objectives.
With the building that was holding the antidote destroyed, I should be able to get at the cure, and also make my animals immune to the virus's effect. I should cure as many of my animals as possible. And to that, now to pay back Ganglion for bringing me here in the first place.
I don't think so, Mr. Chance. Next time, you should think twice before you leave your keys behind. Oh, yes, the keys. Oh, it's very funny to me. Oh, I tickle myself. Oh, my little weird science giggles are infecting my brain. Oh,
I need your gyrocopter.
But I love my copter. I thought you were riding in the lab.
Ganglion stole it.
He stole it? How? You'd have to do something stupid like, leave the keys inside.
Hey, it's not like I haven't had a lot on my mind, all right? I'm coming for you, Lucy. Even if I have to fight through both Julius and Ganglion to do it. Isla Tantus, the last stop. I'm surprised he isn't here to greet us.
Why, Mr. Chance? Who's to say he isn't?
Why, you no good backstabber.
Oh, you didn't actually expect my help, did you?
Oh, Julius, I see you've decided to do the sensible thing and give up.
Rick Chance, you are a worthy adversary. Vigilant right to the very end. But surely you must know that this is the end.
I can't move! What's happening?
You are a product of the original Sigma Chamber, which, thanks to your father, is now mine. As the chamber controls the animals that it has created, so it controls you, Mr. Chance. I just needed you to come within range. Now, I control your body, and soon when you tire, I'll control your mind.
I won't be controlled. I'll fight you every step of the way.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. But I don't plan on keeping you around. A few simple tests, followed by a thorough dissection, will give me all the information I need to reproduce an army of combined men, not unlike yourself, each one capable of controlling creatures across entire continents. My victory is practically foretold.
Swine! I'll get you for this!
How, Mr. Chance? You'll be dead.
Captain! Amazing! It seems your creatures instinctively want to protect you. Run! He's taking control of them!
This is over, Mr. Chance!
Thanks, fellas.
I must escape. For science's sake. No, no, for the world's sake. I must escape.
Did you ever have a dream, Mr. Chance?
I dreamt that one day I'd meet my father.
Ah, yes, well, I suppose I ruined that for you, didn't I? I guess we could say we're even then.
No, we can't. Where's Lucy?
I have a duty to the world. I don't expect you to understand that.
Goodbye, Julius.
Rex.
Lucy! You're alive.
What's happened? Is it over?
Yeah, kid. It's over.